Joining us now for how Con Edison is mobilizing for the first heat wave is the president of Con Ed, Matthew Ketschke.
Matthew, thanks so much for joining us. So when it's this hot outside, one of the biggest concerns, of course, for people is power outages. We've had other utilities reporting lots of power outages. Can you give us an update on service right now?
Sure. So across our service territory, which is about 3.3 million customers, we have about 16,000 customers scattered across our service territory that are having power interruptions right now.
And can we ask you, year-round, we see workers in the field working on cables. What work goes into strengthening the grid before this hits and before the power starts to go?
Yeah, so Con Ed sees our maximum demand for electricity in the hottest summer days like today. We spend the entire year reinforcing our system to get ready for these hottest summer days by replacing older cable, upgrading transformers, and making sure that our system is ready. But then once we get the heat, a big part is how we think about response. Con Ed's system is predominantly underground, so that makes it well protected from things like overhead storms. But days like today, with the heat event, really the city kind of traps the heat, and that's a bit of a problem for our underground system. So we bring in extra staffing, open our emergency response center, so we can respond as quickly as possible to any service issue that we have.
So what can customers do to save energy and try to prevent a strain on the system and not be swelteringly hot in their own apartments right now?
Yeah, so we would encourage customers to set their thermostats to a comfortable temperature. Not too cold if they can avoid it, but a comfortable temperature. They don't have to be sweltering. And then defer use of highly intensive appliances, things like dryers or dishwashers, if they can push those to later in the evening or early in the morning when the demands in the system are a little bit lower.
And earlier we saw Con Ed crews were distributing dry ice at the Queens County Farm. Is there any plans to expand on locations for distribution?
Yep. So at this point, we're only distributing at Queens County Farm. We had a service interruption to that section of Queens. We've been working on making equipment repairs. The majority of the repairs are done, and we've been making restoration through the afternoon. So most of the customers in Queens who are interrupted are restored and will continue to work. We will continue to stay out there till about 9 p.m. tonight to distribute dry ice to anyone who needs it. And if we do have other areas of issue, we can mobilize dry ice and wet ice to those locations.
All right, Matthew Ketschke from Con Ed, good luck, and good luck to all your people who are out there doing the very hard work on a day like today. We certainly appreciate it.
Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
And stay with CBS News New York for continuing coverage of this extreme heat. We have a Beat the Heat section on our website. You can find it at cbsnewyork.com.